Welcome back to our Courtroom Drama podcast.
Today's case takes us straight into the ashes of a friendship, a 12-year bond shattered over a stereo system.
But as always, the object in question is you. Default text, you two gals from New York used to be best friends, and now you're in a court battle over some stupid stereo equipment, Judge Judy says, shaking her head, her voice full of disbelief. Deirdre had loaned her expensive stereo system to Barbara for a party. I lent her my stereo system on December 12th. She told me she'd give it back to me the day after the party, Deirdre explains. But that return never came.
The next day, they were going out, Deirdre says. They had no time, and that excuse it became the pattern. Week after week, call after call, she was met with silence. When Judge Judy asks Barbara for her side, the tone shifts. Barbara shrugs of the situation. She never called to pick up her stereo, she says.
Then adds, she talks too much. That's when it all be.
After 2 months of fading communication, Barbara says Deirdre just stopped calling. So what happened to the stereo? I had no room for it, Barbara says. It was no longer working. I had to throw it.
That's the moment you feel it. This wasn't a misunderstanding.
It was deliberate dismissal.
Barbara decided she was done with the stereo, and maybe with the friendship too. She didn't tell Deirdre but Deirdre did try.
Your Honor, they told me they destroyed the stereo during a fight, she says. They said after 30 days it belonged to them. That claim catches Judge Judy's attention immediately.
Barbara leans on a supposed witness, someone who received a call from a man claiming to be Deirdre's brother, threatening to come and retrieve the stereo. She knew my address. She knew my number.
Judge Judy's voice turns quiet.
How long were you two friends? 12 years. 12 years. There's a pause.
The gavel slams.
This wasn't just about money or property.
This was a slow-motion break of something fragile and precious: trust.
Deirdre had wanted to believe Barbara would do the right thing.
Barbara had wanted to.
Deirdre's motive is clear. She wanted her voice heard after being ignored. This lawsuit wasn't just about the stereo.
It was about dignity, about being seen,
about saying, you don't get to discard me.
And that's the real tragedy. Neither of them won. Not in any way that mattered. What was lost couldn't be repurchased, replaced, or repaired.
A $1,100 stereo became the headstone for her 12-year friends. Barbara's motive?
Pride. Maybe resentment. Maybe a quiet, deep-seated belief that Deirdre wasn't worth the hassle anymore. So she threw away the stereo and along with it, the last tie to a friendship.